What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. I know it's a fun joke when everyone says Hugh Jackman is going to play Wolverine until he's 90, and obviously we know it won't actually be till he's 90. But you know who will be doing their job till they're 90 and then some? Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah, heavy razor fist. F you, I was right. F you, I was right. F you, I was right. Look, I'm hitting my camera and everything. I told you she wasn't leaving. I don't know why. Again, as I pointed out on every stream I was on, one news site covered this whole thing, and that was Puck. And I don't know who the fuck Puck is, but one, and then everyone else ran with it, and I don't know why. So here's that original report. Kathleen Kennedy is reportedly preparing to retire, leaving Lucasfilm by the end of 2025, according to Puck. And then, of course, Hollywood Reporter and Deadline and a bunch of other people all reposted it and went with it with no actual confirmation. Puck said they heard three sources, but don't say who the three sources is. They don't even hint at it. They just say, oh, yeah, the three. Then we had this. CNN asserting that they had their own insider and that there's nothing there right now, that it was all speculation. And now we have Kathleen herself. I will never retire from movies. I will die making movies. Now, granted, you can still be making movies and not be president of Lucasfilm. But when you read everything she said, no. She's not retiring anytime soon. So speaking with Deadline, Kathleen said this. The truth is, and I want to just say loud and clear, I'm not retiring. First sentence. I will never retire from movies. I will die making movies. This is the first thing that's important to say. I am not retiring. What's happening at Lucasfilm is I have been talking for quite some time with Bob and Alan about what eventual succession might look like. We have an amazing bench of people here, and we have every intention of making an announcement months, which could still put it inside the 2025 timeframe, but I think this is just her leaving herself options, or a year down the road. We are in lockstep as to what that's going to be, and I am continuing. I am producing the Mandalorian movie right now. So there's multiple movies, but she's producing specifically the Mandalorian one. I am also producing Sean Levy's movie, which is after that. And then, of course, there's James Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi. There's, if you believe it, the George Nolfi, Daisy Ridley, Sharmito Obaid-Chinoy one. There's Filoni's movie after Mandalorian and Grogu. There's a Patty Jenkins Rogue Squadron. So, and then whatever the hell Taika is doing, if he's still doing something, because we just heard something about that. Her being here means we're still going to get fun choices like Taika. Kendi went on to say, as far as chaos at Lucasfilm, there has never been any chaos because we know exactly what the plan is, and we've been talking about it, as I said, nonstop for the last couple of years, because for obvious reasons I'm not going to be here forever. Lies. She will be here forever. George asked me 13 years ago to step in, and now I'm looking at who's going to replace me. As I said, we have a bunch of people internally to handle the business, the creative side, that's been doing so well. Dave Filoni. The job has grown also since I stepped in. There was no streaming. There weren't a lot of things that we're involved in right now going on. So it has grown. We'll probably make an announcement months or years out, or a year out, and I have every intention of sticking around to help that person be successful. So that's the other thing. Even if she isn't the president, she'll still be there, and she'll still be a leader. This is like Putin leaving, and we'll get someone, but he's never going to actually leave. And then eventually she'll come back and she'll just always be there, and everything will still have to go through her. I'm already, which by the way, congratulations if you can swing that. I respect that, but also, goddamn, that means no new creative lifeblood is going to come through here with the ability to change anything. I'm already producing the Mandalorian movie, and Sean Levy's is after that. Any discussion previously about me retiring or quitting or any of those things, that's complete rumor. Because all of these reports, I have just been doing my job. Through all of these, I've just been doing my job and continuing my contract. Nothing unusual. It has all just been manufactured. I mean, she's just eviscerating anyone that thought they knew what was what. It's absolutely not the case. Talking about being pushed out. It could not. Remember, Civil War, Lucasfilm. It's absolutely not the case. It could not be further from the truth. And everything that we do inside of Lucasfilm is in lockstep and in communication with Disney. We know the strings are being pulled. We all know what's going on. The communication has been completely collaborative, as you would expect. This is a big piece of business for them, and they want to empower me to help them make the decision and that choice. I'm doing that. Finally, wrapping up here, she said later on in the interview, Kennedy was asked if she would stay at Lucasfilm for another 8 to 10 years. She said, I don't know if I'm going to say that, but yeah, it's possible. Finally, whether she plans to step down as Lucasfilm president this year, we really don't know at this stage. There's so much going on. I don't know. And then finally, as far as whose decision it would be to retire, me. It's my decision. This is 100% my decision. So, all you mofos that were like, that's it, she's gone, all the doomcocks, all the do. And to be fair, some of my friends are them. So what are we thinking now, gentlemen? And of course, I tagged Chris and Drinker and Mahler and Nerdrotic in this because we were just on talking about this. Chris says, a very political answer. You don't have conversations about who's taking over unless you're planning to retire. Housekeeping. That's what I say. She is getting older, so this is mere housekeeping, the equivalent of a corporate will. But she's not leaving. She'll be in charge. Friend of the channel, Derek Anderson here, saying she will never retire from movies, but from Lucasfilm, yeah, they are working on a succession plan. I give it a year or less. Now, Gary, when he was on Open Bar for the hour or so that he was on there, he said without saying that when we were talking about replacements, that the reason Kevin Feige is being looked at, look, one thing we know based on talking to Bo DeMeo is that egos play a huge part in everything. When asked, why don't they use lore? Why don't they use all this established stuff? It's like, well, because then an executive wouldn't be able to put their spin on it, and they wouldn't get the juice from that. So, they all have very high egos and opinions, and Kevin apparently has a very high ego and opinion. He was apparently going to be getting more than just a Star Wars movie. He was apparently going to be getting like a trilogy or something. It's possible that Kathleen maybe put the kibosh. There was a little bit of a headbutting, and now Kevin might be using his powers to try to get that. Now that sounds like do, and I'm only reporting it because it was more or less what Gary was saying, that there might be something there of the Kevin feeling slighted, and that he is being looked at to take over eventually. And also, yeah, Kevin Feige is a fake nerd. He never really read Marvel comics, but he was always a Star Wars fan. And so, if anything, apparently, I don't know, some sort of dichotomy like that, which, okay, but get him the hell out of Marvel and get Kathleen the hell out of Lucasfilm. Something I don't think we're going to see either of them leave for quite some time. But you let me know what you think. Either way, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And,
well, bye.